don't bug me. Nothing for now.
Jolie, what are you doing here?
Alora sent me, Summary. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the cellcasts seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Okay.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Eliza there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic Intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Eliza into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Eliza was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my heroes cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcat, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial. Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Cellcath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial. Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide. How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure. Very well. I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
I don't know how to get the best score for the... Well, pretty much how to get him out. But the Sith embassy, hopefully I'm on screw things when I go there. Toronto Soldiers just standing there. Republic soldiers. Okay, east of the courtyard. Let's go there, I guess. Oh my. Confrontation.
Precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
A general store, huh?
How much for all this stuff, Tybark?
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi
Thanks, Tybark. Catch you next week.
chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Tong hitwama aksitsin ko tune. Tong hitwama aksitsin ko tune. Tong hitwama aksitsin ko tune. Potong hitwama ji aki ko.
I'll get the med package in case. Stabilizer mask. Mine affecting immunity. Says all +2. Interesting. Ooh, it costs a lot. It costs a lot. Strong gauntlets. A pretty common beam package. Concentration +3. Everything is so costly. Okay, one of these guys is assassin and other guy I don't remember.
Those Sith are always trying to goad us. Why don't the Cellcats stop?
He's the assassin guy and he's just Shady Rodin.
Kon muli slimo po you. Laboda na winki smack toma. Da tuka ulwan. Laboda na winki smack tom.
Select some puzzle cars. And this leads where to new area. Probably, or maybe Republic Embassy, I don't know. And this is the hotel. And there's the embassy. Alright.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Okay.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off. No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court. No way I'm lying to the court just because you want to get your Republic buddy off or whatever. I have no interest in going to prison. No way I'm lying to the... What do you want? Elasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on. The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room. He came... No. What do you want to... There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
Nope.
Well...
So he'll pretty much speak against Sonny. Or defeat me. I'm crazy.
You with the cell, Kath? You here to see me about the murder, too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me? Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alassa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually. I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room, in private, is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith Master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith Master?
Well, Alassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything. 100 credits isn't enough for the kind of trouble I'd be having if I told you. Sorry, you're going to have to look somewhere else. I was in my room, minding my own business with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Alassa's room, and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty. Sunry kept the rest of the building up. I'm not... And there is... Oh. I did... Yeah.
Yeah, I think this quest is not going to be good for Sunny because I don't have any persuasion whatsoever. Glupor.
Lupor yon tung chiwi ita. Lupor kinpani. Lupor picha ge borang tura. Kun muli ras ni tang abag sinchan lupor ni lupor sha. Tang itzakat lupor chachopa.
Okay, so pretty much Sid pay him to plant the metal.
You again. Yes, she rented a room every week or so. Coincidentally, it was right about the same time that Sunry would show up. They didn't seem all that discreet either. I'm not saying... And there isn't any... 100... I would be... You can't...
Yeah. Only persuasion skills. I don't even have force persuade.
You, Jedi. I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. The Sunry and Alassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
Huh?
I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
Okay.
Because you have no one else to trust. Not Sunry, not the witnesses, and certainly not the judges. And if you take my advice, What have you to lose? Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Alright. Embassy is right here, so whatever.
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid. Oh, of course I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I'm looking for a star map.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manan?
Yes.
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first. We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Faraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back. It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do. There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far. We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way. The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
Running bay.
You'll need luck for that one. Odds are they have some pretty strong guards in there, but it's also the way most likely to succeed. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information. Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base? Time is a critical factor. We cannot allow the Sith to decode that data recording, or our operations on Manan would be compromised.
Okay, so I can't even speak to him about Sunny anymore. Which kinda sucks. Which kinda sucks indeed. So east, huh? There should be Sith Enclave here, I believe.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street. Hiding behind the Selkath laws. Typical Republic cowards.
I think this is the door to the embassy or enclave.
got any armor plating for my spook bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed.
He knows Slockat.
Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm pretty much selling the droid stuff. Okay, thank you.
I know you. You're the arbiter in the murder trial. Elasa was a friend of mine. If there's any justice in the galaxy, they'll feed sunray to the Phyrexians. Shouldn't you be preparing for the trial? What are you doing here?
Have business with the Sith.
Ha! We know who we have business with. If you don't know how to get in, then we don't want anything to do with you. Now back off. Go. Stay. Doesn't matter to me. If you want to, you can even wander up to the embassy gates. But don't expect to get inside. I know you. You're the... Shouldn't you... You can ask, but I doubt you'll get many answers you'll like. I know he'd already be tried, convicted, and executed if the Selkath knew anything about justice. But the fish people are as weak as the Republic when it comes to such matters. Is there anything else? Who knows? Some scheming plot, no doubt. Hopefully the Selkath uncover it and ban the Republic from the planet. Is there any... Go.
Yeah, not really helpful. Not really helpful, right?
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
This is the swoop drag, right? Yep, nothing interesting for me. Completely ignore the one on Tatooine, and I'm going to ignore the one on Manan as well. Okay, so let's go and raid the Sith embassy. Hopefully we don't get fucked over, because these guys are very strong. Well, we are all Jedis, but you know, I'm the only one who is like tank and DPS. They're both just support, pretty much. Especially Jory. Still I can fight a little bit with Jory. Not that much. Not that much at all. Just in case I will use my shield. Oh my, a Dark Jedi already. Just Emperor in this. Okay. Resourced elites. Much of the elites, I guess. Alright, let's go. And we are going to Sith base. Familiar music. Boom. And we are going right first.
You there. I don't recognize you. How did you get in here? I don't recognize you, and I know every Sith on this planet. We'll get to the bottom of this. Commander Gran, report to the security desk immediately.
Right from the front, huh?
You authorized this person to enter. I don't know them, and their identification doesn't match up. They're spies.
What? Sound the alarm! Droids, destroy them!
Bitch, I will kill you first. Just because you're a bitch. Easy, let's kill them. Yep, I'll bet him at the one from the front. Actually foil, huh? A lot of doors. Man, these guys are tough. There are indeed early troopers.
The Force fights with me.
And heavy troopers as well, huh?
The Force fights with me.
Here we got the droid that we need it. Okay, let's level you up. Power, what can you get? In terms of power, like it's the droid powers would be nice. Even droids have some remains. Oh my! They're saving everything.
The Force fights with me.
Ooh, 500 XP is pretty nice. Anything? I did not drop anything, but at least they give me nice XP.